Hello, today we visit the new Silvercrest Lounge at Singapore Changi Airport. Newly opened in late 2021 and this visit in March 2022, we were here breakfast time, so the food stuff available were more breakfast foods. This was the food area, where you queue here to get local delights like laksa, chicken porridge, chwee kueh. This is the food area. New lounge feels a lot more open and airy compared to the older one at Terminal 3. And today the way to collect food is to just line up in line, queue up, and when it comes to your turn, order from the staff and they will prepare the food on the spot for you. That's my breakfast. So I got some laksa, chicken porridge and dim sum selection to start. We were sitting at a corner this morning and I now go to the center bar area to get some coffee. In the meantime, the camera shows you the openness of the space during the breakfast hours. Here I am getting coffee from this coffee machine. Now today we were flying in economy, but we could use this lounge because the KrisFlyer Go lounge is not yet ready. So as Star Alliance Go customers, it was a treat to get to use the business class lounge instead. And here is the laksa, which had a couple of prawns, showing you one solitary one, and the chicken porridge, which was okay, and the dim sum selection. We were seated at the corner where there is the dining area of the lounge at one end of it, pretty near the food section. And over here I show you what drinks they have, and yes, champagne was available even in the morning. Care for a champagne as well as other standard drinks. It's all self-service here, including nuts and crisps if you wanted those. And this was a machine for Tiger beer, I believe, but not ready. And some cans in the fridge. Oh, this is cute, a self-service wine, red wine and white wine dispenser, which I'm about to try. I wanted to try some of the white wine first, and to use it there are 3 buttons and you will have to press and hold in order for the wine to come out. So it got kind of difficult for me to do it with one hand, as my other hand is holding the camera. So I had to put it down and use 2 hands instead because I didn't want to break anything. And there it is, a small portion of white wine just to taste. It was not bad, I think, for a morning. And the greedy me decided to join the other queue for food on the other side. No self-service hot food yet in the Silvercrest due to COVID. I hope that comes back in the future. But for now, we'll make do where you can get your food after you queue up. And we are getting some Western style breakfast together with chwee kueh. And I decided to make my own champagne breakfast anyway. That's the champagne they offer in the Silvercrest Lounge. And that is part 2 of my breakfast. Notice the Western food came with a croissant rather than toast and bread. I couldn't find any bread and toast in the lounge. And I get some chwee kueh, which was really nice. And of course, the champagne too. Now let us explore the other parts of this long lounge. And there is this bar counter, which is about the center of the lounge. And it turns out that there is a barista service from 0600 to 10 o'clock and a bartender service in the evening. And we're now at the far end of the lounge, where there are more sofas and seating, including these single individual pods, which gives you quite a lot of privacy, and you can get some work done if you wanted to. And we parked ourselves here for a bit after a very full breakfast, and this shows you the part of this lounge where the seating is a little bit more sofa-like. Yes. Some white orchids on display, and since I had a little bit more time before my flight departs, let's take another walk. Can see that there's another counter over here on the left, but currently it's empty. Not sure why. And I'm now walking past the coffee barista area, where in the evenings it will become a bartender area. And then you pass the entrance, this mid-section, where a couple of tables and the business corner. And you will then enter the other section where it's primarily dining tables and where all the food is served. That's how the lounge looks like. It's pretty long and airy feel. The furniture is a bit lighter compared to the previous Silvercrest Lounge, the old iteration of it at Terminal 3. And right now, there is also a fridge here containing some milk. And on the left, I believe it would be fruit cups. And then, yes, fruit cups. And those red stuff are watermelons. And one more is salad cups. I'm walking past the food area again, where you can queue here for these types of food, and looks like after COVID there should be some self-service food at the center counter, but currently nothing is self-service due to COVID. And at the other end is the other food like chwee kueh and laksa, as well as the drinks. And I've noticed that only this section has that red white wine machine. Perhaps they'll install one in the other section when the lounge gets more crowded. I'm not sure at all. Now, I've read that this Silvercrest Lounge can get very crowded, especially during the evening peak. Reason is currently the KrisFlyer Gold and the first class lounges are not yet ready. So they just cordon one area off for first class. That reduces the lounge space immediately. And in addition, people like me with KrisFlyer Gold status can use this lounge even though we are not in business. So I can imagine that the lounge will get very, very crowded, especially during the evening peak where many long-haul flights will depart. Well, good for me that I can use the lounge now, but I do think SQ should quickly renovate and open up the KrisFlyer Gold and their first class lounge. Then the business class passengers in the Silvercrest would have more space and more breathing room as well. And I'm here then decided to try some coffee and got a cappuccino from the nice barista. There it is. So that's about it. I hope I have been able to show you what the lounge looks like, having walked through. There are of course toilets and showers too, but I didn't do a shower today, so maybe another time. Anyway, this is the new Silvercrest Lounge, Singapore Changi Airport, which was opened in late 2021. Thank you very much for watching.